Hello, and thank you for watching this regional forecast for the Canadian Prairie. I'm Andrew Pritchard, Senior Meteorologist with Nutrien Ag Solutions. Well, temperatures across the prairie are cooler towards the west, warmer in the east, 18 in Winnipeg, all the way down to the single digits as you head over toward the Grand Prairie area, up toward Calgary, in Edmonton, right around 10 degrees. So cooler air is coming in from the west, overspreading much of the prairie. We'll see a cooler weekend before a much warmer next week. So quite the temperature swing from now until early next week. And we'll talk about that here in a moment. That really is about the biggest story across the prairie. Is we're going to be talking about much quieter conditions in the precipitation and the thunderstorm department over the next 4 to 5 days. Starting with a look at the satellite picture here early on Friday morning. Let's go ahead and jump back, play that one more time. Several big clusters of thunderstorms ongoing, one across parts of northern Minnesota, another one here tracking through North Dakota, generally south of the prairie, but we've still got some showers and storms kind of flaring up on a warm front right here. This is the big first wave of low pressure. We've got a second storm system that's tracking off to the south right now. So again, showers and storms kind of along a Saskatoon to Regina to Brandon line, kind of a broken area of showers and storms here this morning. We'll go ahead and put this into motion as we head through the early morning hours. Here we go. We'll put this into, there's the motion. All right. You see the big area of thunderstorms kind of stretching from North Dakota into the Brandon area, probably just raining lightly in Brandon here early this morning, but maybe a few rumbles of thunder as we head through the day across southern Manitoba, and again, some showers and storms from Saskatoon to Regina early this morning. Now, as we head through the day today, we're going to look at the NAM model. Watch for these thunderstorm clusters generally across southern Manitoba as we head through the day today, with a much higher severe weather threat as you head down toward the Manitoba and Minnesota border down into southern portions of Minnesota. A rather large severe weather event possible today, again across primarily the state of Minnesota. I think it's much largely going to be south of the Canadian border today until you get over to Ontario. During the overnight, southern Ontario could see some strong straight-line winds with some of these storms as they move through the area. Now let's take it a little deeper into the weekend. We could see a few showers kind of following the faster jet stream winds on the backside of this trough, but no instability here to kick off severe storms. Just looking at maybe a few light showers overnight into the early part of the morning tomorrow before we really head into a drier stretch. Should be sunny and dry across the prairie on Sunday, a very beautiful Sunday probably across the prairie. So look forward to that. Monday likely going to be very beautiful across the prairie as well. Again, the reason for the severe weather threat being south of the prairie today, after a couple of active days across especially southern Manitoba, another very photogenic tornado near Brandon yesterday evening. We take a look at the instability plot around midday today, mid-afternoon, and again, you see the very bright colors, those high values south of the Canadian border, in Minnesota down into parts of the Midwest, and that's where we expect that much more robust severe weather threat, again, possible into southern Ontario overnight tonight, but then just again some weak instability, low-end marginal instability for a couple of thunderstorms maybe this afternoon across the prairie, but that is going to be just about it. So taking a look at the upper level pattern, we're looking at 500 millibar wind speeds. Here's the area of low pressure off to the north across the northern border of Alberta and Saskatchewan. We got the faster the faster jet stream winds rounding the base of this trough here into parts of the upper Midwest across southern Manitoba. That's the reason for the severe weather yesterday across southern Manitoba, and the reason for the severe weather today generally across the northern U.S. As we head deeper into the weekend, we'll watch this trough swing into Ontario and move off to the east, and then we're going to watch ridging building across the prairie, and that's the reason for the quieter weather and the dramatic warm-up, especially across western portions of the prairie as we head into the middle part of next week. Southern Alberta into southern Saskatchewan, really looking at a dramatic warm-up as we head into Monday and Tuesday, with some of the heat peaking around August 17th through the 19th, with excessive heat possible at times. Now, as we head deeper into the week, we're going to keep this ridging kind of in place, but then we're going to watch for this next wave right there. You see the green core there, the core of stronger jet stream winds finally starting to round the base of that trough and kind of break down the ridge, potentially as we get into the end of next week, right around late Wednesday into Thursday and Friday. This could bring back the chance for showers and storms. So a pivot to a warmer, drier pattern across the prairie, but not a permanent shift toward that. We may resume an active pattern as we get to the end of next week. So we'll finish here, a look at the precipitation forecast. Here is the big area of low pressure right now. The center of low pressure well to the north, Frontal boundary extending off to the south. That's what kicked off the severe weather, the tornado across southern Manitoba yesterday. And again, along that frontal boundary, continuing the shower and storm threat into the northern U.S. as we head into the afternoon and evening hours tonight. As we head into Saturday, quieting down across the prairie, a beautiful Sunday, a beautiful Monday, warming up rapidly, a hot and sunny Tuesday across the prairie, and perhaps hot and sunny continued on Wednesday across especially Alberta and Saskatchewan before this is when we start watching for that wave to start pushing in across the Pacific Northwest into the Canadian Prairie as we get into late next week, Thursday and Friday of next week, maybe looking for a return of shower and thunderstorm activity across the prairie. But between now and then, a lot of sunshine across the prairie and a dramatic warm-up for folks, especially in the west. Total precipitation smoothed out from the European ensemble. Again, dry across southern Alberta and Saskatchewan. We've got the chance for rain and thunderstorms lingering here across parts of Manitoba into southern Ontario today and tonight. But then those areas will be drying out as well as we head into next week. Of course, all the precipitation there that's being shown, that deeper red coloring, is largely, again, falling in the next 24 hours. Temperature trends, again, cooler air pushing in right now. We'll see a cooler weekend across parts of the prairie before a dramatic warm-up here as we head into early next week. This is now as we get into Sunday, warming up first across British Columbia into Alberta, but then we see that warmth overspreading much of Alberta and Saskatchewan and then back into southern portions of Manitoba as we get into the middle part of next week. So your temperatures here in Calgary, there's the dramatic warm-up, heat peaking August 16th through the 19th. High temperatures in the low 30s expected, 33 for the high on Monday afternoon on a very hot and sunny day in the Calgary area. Sunny and 30 degrees on Monday in Edmonton. Regina, 32 on Monday as well. It's looking like Monday is the hot day across the prairie. Saskatoon, you'll touch 30 again on Monday as well. 33, the current forecast high. Winnipeg, a little bit more muted, but still warming up and still just teetering that line between a little bit warmer than average with high temperatures in the mid to upper 20s as we head into the middle part of next week. I hope you all have a great weekend. I'll talk to you again on Monday morning, again looking at a dry and warmer stretch across much of the prairie, but as we get toward the end of next week, perhaps returning to a stormy pattern.